The forever daunting question, what if? What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I send that text and I get rejected? For the past week, I've been stuck in a loop asking myself, what if this? What if that? And I was losing my sense of direction. I started caring less about going to the gym, maintaining my health, going outside. But I looked through my journal and I found something that helped. In my journal, it said, plan is greater than worry. When you worry, it's basically planning that never ends. And a plan ends in a decision or a clearer path forwards. Why does that matter? So to fully understand why it matters, you need to understand why your brain is doing that in the first place. Why does it default to worrying and asking the what if this, what if that? It's because your brain has convinced yourself that it is helpful. It keeps your mind busy and sometimes it feels productive because you are giving your problem the attention, and most of the time it leads to nowhere. And the opposite of that would be to create a plan. And a plan make action possible. And you might be asking, how can I tell the difference? How do I know if I'm worrying or am I planning in my head? When you worry, you are replaying the problem with no conclusion. And the key point is that no new information is helping. When you create a plan, each new thought leads you closer to a destination or a conclusion. It will feel more calm, more secure, and you will feel more aligned with your core belief, what really matters to you. The first tool that I want to share with you is to simply ask a different question. Instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong? You can ask, what am I actually afraid might happen? See, the first question, it sounds very vague. You cannot really build upon that once you come up with an answer. But the second one, each time you answer it, it allows you to build upon each answer. It's become a lot more manageable. The second tool that I want to share with you is called fear setting. I learned this from Tim Ferriss reading his 4-Hour Workweek book, which I highly recommend you read. And he asked himself 3 different questions. First one is, what am I afraid might happen? Second is, what can I do to prevent it? And lastly, how can I repair it if the worst outcome happens? For example, I ask my crush out and get rejected. What can I do to prevent that? I can be clear about why I'm messaging and respect that they are busy. And then what can I repair? What can I do to repair or fix it if the worst outcome happen? I can follow up if I want to, respect their decisions, or invest in people that show up like I did. The second example is I risk trying something new and fail and be unhappy. Now, what can I do to prevent that? I can keep on learning, take action that focus on my next steps. And what if the worst happen? What can I do? I can learn from my mistake. I can start again if needed, or I can reinvent myself and do something different. In summary of the video, worry is not the same as planning. When you worry, it loops in a circle. And when you plan, it ends in a decision or an action. Tool number 1 is to rephrase the question. And tool number 2 is fear setting, where you ask yourself, what am I afraid might happen? What can I do to prevent it? And if the worst outcome happened, what can I do to repair it? The goal of planning isn't to reach 100% certainty. It's reaching a good enough decisions that move you forward anyway. To those who stay to the end of the videos, I appreciate it. Absorb whatever it is that is useful to you, discard whatever that is not, and add what is uniquely yours. I wish you the best of luck, and remember, the choice is always yours. I will see you in the next one.